One of the best ways to build generational wealth is to own the best performing assets. Now you can own gold, stocks, bonds, or real estate. There's nothing wrong with that. But the pound for pound best performing asset of all time is Bitcoin. Bar none, not even close. So if we look at compounding annual growth rates, still nothing compares.
It's the greatest return of any asset in the history of the world.
Only a handful of companies have ever been worth $1 trillion, and it takes a pretty long time. It took Microsoft 44 years, Apple 42, Amazon 24, Google 22, and Tesla 18. However, Bitcoin reached $1 trillion in just 12 years, which makes it the fastest asset in all recorded history to reach $1 trillion. Over the past 12 years, median house prices appreciated around 230%, while in the same period of time, bonds returned around 90%, gold 95%, the overall stock market 360%, Apple 2300, Amazon 2800, and Tesla 25,000%. Wow. When it comes to Bitcoin, it's still not even close. In the same period of time, Bitcoin returned a whopping 135 million%, which makes it the best performing asset in all recorded history. But exactly why is Bitcoin moving higher? What is it? What does it solve? And is there still an investment opportunity?
The internet grew at 63% a year. It was the fastest adoption of any technology in all recorded human history, much faster than the mobile phone that came before it and the telephone became before it. Crypto's growing at 113% a year. It's the same number of users as the internet had in 97. This is double the fastest adoption of any technology in all recorded history. That is exponential growth. And it gets you to about 3.5 billion by about 2027. So basically, you're going to get to half of the world by the end of this decade.
Bitcoin had 1 million users in 2014, then it 10x'd, doubled again, then doubled again to 80 million. So for the past 8 years, the network value went from 5 billion to $1.25 trillion, or $350 a Bitcoin to $69,000 a Bitcoin. Crypto is clearly outpacing the 90s internet when it comes to user growth, and it's at the same stage of the internet in 98. At this rate, there will be 1 billion users by 2024, and 4 billion by 2030. So the real question is, what is the price of a Bitcoin at 1 billion users?
Where is it going? It's probably going to 100, then 150, then 200,000.
You know, it's somewhere between 2026 and 2030 is where we think that $1 million from $40,000. I don't think people believe me when I said it on stage.
So to understand why Bitcoin is so valuable, you want to think about the power of the internet, applications, and network effects. The most powerful companies in the world are digital network applications that use the internet. Most people have iPhones and that's growing, so Apple is the dominant mobile network. Most people use Google Search, Google Maps, and watch YouTube, so Google is the dominant information network. Most people shop on Amazon and that's growing, so Amazon is the dominant retail network. Most people have Facebook or Instagram and that's growing, so Meta is the dominant social network. So what is Bitcoin?
A network of money and all of finance. In fact, it's a network of value that sits above the internet, that connects all of this digital world into a way that the value is transferable, storable, ownable, recordable.
Bitcoin is the ultimate store value network. But what does that actually mean? Bitcoin is disrupting money, finance, banking, and global trade. Bitcoin is disrupting traditional inflation hedges like gold, real estate, and art. The government prints money every month, inflating the money supply and ultimately pushing prices higher. So the more dollars they print, the less a dollar can buy. This is called currency debasement, which is why dollars are not a good store of value over time. Bitcoin is a new way to store value across time without being debased, inflated, or decayed. A good store of value must be scarce, so it's hard to make, hard to replicate, and people want it. Now stocks, bonds, real estate, and gold are considered pretty scarce, but you can easily create more shares, more bonds, more houses, and dig up more gold. There are only 21 million Bitcoins, and there will only ever be 21 million. This means Bitcoin is a first store value asset worth hundreds of billions with a fixed supply. People want it, but you can't create any more. Close to 90% of Bitcoins have already been issued. And there's roughly 2 million left, issued at 900 a day. Now art/collectibles are pretty scarce, but you pay third-party fees for storage and maintenance, and they can always be destroyed. Now gold is indestructible, but you'll still pay third-party fees for storage and security. Now, real estate is nice, but it comes with third-party costs. The cost of maintenance from erosion, the cost of insurance from disaster, and the cost of taxes. Bitcoin has no mass, moves at the speed of light, and could cross any border with virtually no detection. That's because Bitcoin is a decentralized network of money. There's no single person, government, or authority running the system. If you have the wrong political view, your assets can be seized. But not with Bitcoin. Banks audit once a year. Bitcoin self-audits every 10 minutes. Banks, government, and corporations have all been hacked. The Bitcoin network has never been hacked. Bitcoin's not just a store of value, it's the first step to decentralizing the financial system. It's separating money from state. It's digital gold. It's the internet of money.